Hello everybody, glad to have you back. This is Anita White with Love Your Art, and we're so happy to be able to have you joining us for this very special video. As you can see, we have a 4-leaf clover. Yes, we do. We're going to be doing a special design, at least that's what we're looking to do, using this 4-leaf clover. It is cut out of MDF board. It is primed with this Zinsser Bulls Eye 123 primer. It's one of the primers I use. I also use the Kilts 2 spray primer, which I think I prefer a little bit better. We have primed this already, so we want to take and ensure that it's completely level using our leveler, and it is. So we're ready to begin. I will be introducing the colors to the canvas, but I want to tell you what my intent is at this point. I like to cover this in a base paint. Right now it's covered in a white primer from the Zinsser 123 Bulls Eye. So there's no actual acrylic paint on here. I'm going to be using the Artist Loft Sap Green as our base color. I've already taken the liberty of making quite a bit of it up in this container. I'm just going to go ahead and pour that out, but what my thoughts are is to try and cover that as a base paint. Then use a split cup, this 5-sectioned split cup, with other green and gold varieties of paint to pour onto the base color of the sap green. Then take the blow dryer and blow those into more of a Dutch pour. I like to leave the stem green because my thought is if I could have some outer edges that will be green. I'm not worried about whether or not the paint will go over the edges completely, because my thought is to take a metallic gold Sharpie and go around the edges after this is completely dry. So I would like to have a complementary color of the outside edges as green as well as the stem, leaving for more of a traditional 4-leaf clover. So in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, we're here to have a special treat using greens that I'm going to be introducing to you right after we pour our base paint down, which is the Sap Green by Artist Loft. So let's do that. And we'll be talking a little bit more about each of these colors as we begin to use them. Okay, we're going to take our spatula and just smooth out over the top. Once again, I'm not too concerned about it going over the edge. If it does, that's fine. But I like to kind of reserve those edges for some metallic leaf paint from a Sharpie. And I haven't done this before. I'm excited to see what happens. It's always fun doing something different. So, you know, just the idea of having a 4-leaf clover is different. And no, I did not purchase this from any retailer. I actually had my husband cut this out and prepare it for me by prepping it so we could see exactly what we could do with it. And so we'll see. We want to just get enough coverage for our paint on top, like I said, to ensure that we have enough room to move the paint with the blow dryer and using that Dutch pour format. It's going to be interesting because we're using a split cup, which usually is not used with a Dutch pour, but we're going to use that to just help get our paints on the canvas in a different way. And if it works, we're happy. If it doesn't, you know, we can always do it again. So we are looking pretty good here. We're just getting the top base coat down. Again, this is the sap green by Artist Loft. Okay, so let's move on and see what we have to assist the sap green. Leave that aside. And occasionally I wear gloves with dark colors if I remember. This is not a design that I typically would be tilting, but I do want to have gloves on because I'm using dark colors. So joining our canvas today, we have actually a 5-cup split cup, right? And we're going to be using 6 colors. Well, how is that going to happen? We're going to be taking in the center, because I like to have some yellow and gold. I'm mixing the Deep Yellow by Artist Loft with the Artist Loft Old Gold, and they will be combined in the very center of our split cup. So let's do that now. I'm just going to take and try to evenly split these up, just squeezing them, giving them a nice squeeze to fill them both up, and hopefully coming together. I'm not too worried about them being mixed together because I really like to see both of them show up on the canvas in their own way. Okay, so we have the Deep Yellow and the Artist Loft Old Gold. Next we have on the outside, this, my right, Pebeo Studio Vert Jaune Iridescent. That's more of a lime-like green, and we're going to have that on the outside on this cup, section of the cup. And again, we're hoping that that iridescent will help us to garner some cells and some shine and just really turn out really nice. And when you're doing the split cup, you want to have as much paint as evenly distributed in each of the sections as possible so that the paint has an equal opportunity. On the inside next to that, we have the, let's see, I gotta make sure, Artist Loft Deep Green, and that's what that one is. It's gonna come right next to our Pebeo Studio Vert Jaune Iridescent. And we're just squeezing that up to be about the same as the rest of the other colors. Next to our mixture of gold and yellow, we have the hooker green. That's what we want to put next to that. Love hooker green. Can always count on it to show up and to show out. Now we may have way more paint than we need. I'm hoping we'll have enough, but I'm not too worried about it because we have more if we need more. And then on the outside to my left will be the Artist Loft Emerald Green, another very brilliant, beautiful green. And then once again, my thought is to pour these out across the 4 clovers and then to blow them out in terms of using the blow dryer into more of a Dutch pour technique. This looks awfully rich and pretty. I want you to see that up close. If you can, those are beautiful colors. And you can see they're about evenly distributed into the 5 split cup. Again, I don't have a specific design except I want to try to retain this green on my stem. If it does get some paint on it, that's fine. But we want to try and move this. I'm going to try to go around as much as I can with the split. away from, again, away from the stem. This is a lot of paint, so we may not need as much as we have in our split cup, and that'll be fine if we don't use it all. I think we're going to stop there because we have quite a bit of paint coming through, and I believe we have plenty, probably more than we need. And we're going to take our torch, popping all the air bubbles. We do have quite a few air bubbles here. Okay, that's looking pretty good. We think we can now use our blow dryer to spread the paint. Now it may be a lot more paint than I really intended to have, but we'll see what happens. This is going to be on high, so we'll see. And I'm just going to blow out. No doubt it's going to go over, but we'll start in the middle and just going up. Holy cannoli. If that isn't absolutely amazing. I am excited because it exceeded my expectation. Yes, we had plenty of paint. Yes, I blew over it even extra to make sure that some of the paint would blow off, and I wanted to make sure that we don't have a problem with it drying. But once it blows off, it will dry nicely. I still can go around and put some gold on the top of the dried paint. I think what I will do is make sure all the edges are evenly covered with paint. It is amazingly gorgeous. I am super excited about this. Totally excited. The cells are incredible. That iridescent Pebeo Studio Vert Jaune, I think that's what it is. Vert Jaune Iridescent, along with the Artist Loft Old Gold and the Deep Yellow, have just done an amazing job. I really don't want to pop the air bubbles, but I see a few, and we're just going to go ahead and pop them and see what happens, because right now I think we can see this is just quite a beautiful design. I got what I wanted. In fact, I exceeded expectation here with this. This amazed me. I will bring the camera in. Just give me a moment to collect myself. I'm just still kind of in a amazement over what I've seen. I'm so super thrilled about it. It is quite a beautiful piece, and I am really enamored over all the cells and the collection of color that is coming together with those. So let me not ramble on and give you a chance to get a close-up and see how it looks. Keep in mind, I will be going around again with filling in the edges that are left white. We may not have a chance to put gold on them, but if we do, that'll be fine. If we don't, that'll also be fine. So let's bring you in for a close-up. So here we have it. This is our 4-leaf clover. It is in greens and gold and yellow, as you can see. Look at the iridescent shine copper, the gold and the iridescent, creating those beautiful cells, and that shimmer you see on there. Just amazing. Love those cells and how it's come out with giving us a nice shimmer on top. Truly, truly pretty. I'm going to turn off our lights just to get a glimpse of this. You won't have that little spotlight showing. So let's see if we can do that and bring you in to see how it looks without all this light on it. Maybe we can capture that a little better. We have one light off. Let's see if we can get the other one off. All right, there's some. Here we have it. Close up. Nice pretty green stem. And like I said, I'll go around and make sure we have every side covered and everything will look nice and even. This is an amazing project, special just for St. Patrick's Day, just to be giving respect to all of those who celebrate St. Patrick's Day and who really have that Irish background that they're so richly proud of, and they should be. I hope you like it. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. We welcome you. We encourage you to be a part of what we're doing here. We're having fun all the time, so you want to be a part of the fun. And do go ahead and subscribe. If you're interested in this piece or any of the art just on our channel, just email me, Anita White, loveyourart@gmail.com. And like and subscribe so you can be notified when we have our next video. Always fun to follow. So until then, keep loving your art. We'll see you when we have our next video. Bye.